New Guinea, the second largest island in the world after Greenland, is politically divided in two. The eastern half is Papua New Guinea. The western half is Irian Jaya, a former Dutch colony that became an Indonesian province in 1963. On the southern coast of this province live the Asmat. The Asmat traditionally believed that their well-being depended on their ability to maintain good relationships with the spirits of the dead. Most of their rituals, including headhunting, were designed to appease potentially angry spirits. At the time this film was shot in 1981, headhunting had already been banned, but the memory of it still burned at the heart of most ceremonies. There is no such thing as a natural or accidental death. Dying can only be caused by an enemy through violence or magic. Each death, therefore, has to be avenged in order to allow the soul to reach the realm of the ancestors. Otherwise, the soul will be lost and bring trouble to the living. This is why the practice of headhunting was at the core of the Asmat way of life. It was a sacred duty. The Asmat homeland is a vast alluvial swamp, where a maze of rivers cut through thick forests. Dugout canoes are the only means of transport. They are also thought to be a link between the world of the living and the world of the dead. Each carved prow is there to recall the memory of a brave warrior whose death remains to be avenged. Every Asmat is able to turn a piece of wood into an everyday object or tool. But for ritual carvings, such as ancestor poles, boat prows, and shields, only the best artists will do. Umbas is a skilled wood carver. He remembers how the warriors used to prepare for a headhunt.
Imagine this coconut is the skull of an enemy slain in battle. When the warriors prepared for their next war, the man who had killed this enemy filled the skull with sago grubs. Then he hung it at the back of his head, like this.
The
man getting ready for battle had to sing 3 times when he received the skull. That warrior who was given the skull was obliged to come back with the head of another enemy so he could return the skull to its owner.
Umbas remembers how he himself used to be a fearless warrior.
I have killed a man from Waras and we ate him.
I have killed a man from Kapi, and we ate him. I have killed a man from Naki, and we ate him. I have killed a man from Yamas, and we ate him. I carried a spear in my left hand and a shield in my right hand. We pursued the enemy and threw our spears at him. To make sure he was dead, we pierced him with our spears until he stopped moving. Then we carried his body to the dugout. Back in the village, we cut him up and shared him with the others. We cut his head and roasted it. We mixed his brains with sago. The flesh was also roasted, and we sang a death chant. White, red, and black are the only shades of paint the Asmat have the resources to produce. Each has magical properties. White comes from burnt mussel shell powder. It protects the boats and makes them stronger. The outside of the dugouts have to be scorched in order to harden the wood and kill the worms within. White cockatoo feathers, shells, necklaces made with dog teeth and wild boar tusks, all their ornaments combined with their body paints will grant the warriors power to terrify their enemy. Red paint comes from river mud. Applied in stripes, it will make the boats faster and stronger. Black is obtained by mixing charcoal with animal fat. To further increase the speed of the canoes, a spell is chanted while painting is applied to specific spots.
Mamaru.
The boat prows are called germain, meaning penis. Numerous magical precautions and preparations surrounded their cargo.
Carving your shield was part of getting ready for war. The shield represents a dead person, symbolized by animals flying through the sky.
The new boats are ready, and the feast of the war shields can begin. The feast used to mark the start of the expeditions which would avenge the death of the people for whom the shields were named. Their spirits were invited to inhabit the shields, bringing protection to their owners, and granting them the courage and strength to slay their opponents and achieve victory. Some designs were believed to be terrifying enough to immobilize the enemy and facilitate their capture. Now the canoes are also given names. Names of the dead who need to be avenged. The spirit of a man called Kawi Man is invited to inhabit this canoe. Standing in front of the men's house, used to be erected as a prelude to a headhunt. Now the carving of the poles is the only outlet for expressing the duty of revenge.
This pole was made for a man called Patiyu. He was killed in battle. If the government officers had never come here, the man from Korea who killed him would be dead by now. Patiyu would be avenged, but the officers came and forbid us to take revenge.
Most Asmat men wear a nose piece. Their septum is pierced with an arrow tip when they are children. The day a child first wears a shell nose piece is the day he enters adulthood. As he grows older, he will wear increasingly larger pieces. Until the 1960s, tribal fighting was endemic among the Asmat. There was always a death to be avenged, or enemy skulls to be taken for initiation rituals. But the killing was usually limited to the few victims needed, and wide-scale conflicts were extremely rare. Agreed to act out for the camera. The combined efforts of the missionaries and the Indonesian government put an end to tribal warfare. But the rituals remain important as a way of reducing intertribal tensions. To end a conflict, one of the warring clans had to adopt a child of the rival clan as a guarantee of peace. The warriors line up and take turns to carry the child, signifying that the whole village acknowledge their paternity. Sucking on different parts of the adoptive child's body in order to absorb some of his spirit is another unique Asmat tradition. It makes warriors stronger and appeases the spirits of the dead. The parents of the adopted child are then invited to the rival village. Their forehead is whitened with sago flour, the symbol of life. past, they would have been given some stone axes and valuable seashells. The rest of the family will be given 24 spears and bows and arrows. Some of the weapons are offered in the name of the clan, others in the name of the adopted child. Like the drums and the shields, the prows of war canoes are decorated with designs that refer to ancestor spirits and to head hunting. The men are returning from the forest, where they have been to fetch Banmar. Banmar is the legendary orphan of the Asmat. With no parents to feed him, Banmar was always hungry. He lived in the forest and would come back in disguise, scaring off the people making sago starch so he could eat. At first, the villagers were taken in by the masked monster who suddenly appeared from the forest. But then they saw through his disguise. And they realized they hadn't done enough to care for him. So since that time, the Asmat have taken special care of their orphans. Once they chased him off with sticks. Now the children throw nuts at Banmar. This is because he is now seen as responsible for the healthy growth of animals and plants. Tonight, Banmar has another crucial role. He must pass the night with the spirit of a tribesman who has recently died. It's the spirit's last night on Earth. Already, other spirits from the realm of the dead are on their way to find him in this house. Tomorrow, they will take the dead man's spirit with them when they return to the realm of the dead. Banmar joins them in their dance, which will continue through the night. In the world of the Asmat, life and death live back to back, the one enhancing the other. That is why Banmar, representing life, dances with the spirits of death. Leaf tubes containing a mixture of sago grubs and lime powder are wrapped inside a large palm rug laid down on the ground. It marks the border between the world of the living and the world of the dead. Twice the masked spirits will cross this border before finally abandoning the world of the living. Before going on a headhunting raid, the warriors organized a canoe race to express their desire for revenge. That race also served to strengthen their morale and to warn or frighten the enemy. Headhunts, to avenge the death of a relative. Cannibalism, to absorb the enemy's energy. Flows of male semen, to preserve the balance between the world of the living and the world of the dead. This was the basis of the Asmat way of life. They were guarantees that help prevent disasters and famines, increase fertility, and ensure better hunting, fishing, and foraging. Long protected from the outside world by their reputation as fierce cannibal headhunters, and isolated in their inhospitable marsh, the Asmat were able to preserve their independence longer than many other groups in New Guinea. But the pressure to change from missionaries and from the Indonesian government is increasing. The Asmat land of water and mud, this impenetrable territory where no roads can be built, still protects them today. But for how much longer?